recently we've started using the Connect system, which is absolutely ideal for not only us but for our customers. Initially we were reluctant to implement the Cammy Connect.
We were quite set in our ways. We waited for the customer to connect with us to say there was a problem. Then we'd have to go out and diagnose what the problem was. It was only after we had a visit with David. I think on that day we had a particular issue with one of our gates, and he made a point of saying if you had the Cammy Connect now you wouldn't have to do a site visit. That was invaluable because we sat down then and seriously considered looking at what we could do with Cammy Connect and how it would help us in productivity as a business.
We were quite conscious of the time that we may have to put into understanding how the Cammy Connect worked, the installation, the understanding how to operate it. But now we've gone down that process, the amount of time that it has saved us in the long term by being able to remotely deal with some of the issues that may occur, and also be able to have a diagnostics before we arrive on site, is just proven to be absolutely amazing, and we're so happy that we invested the time.
So we're able to log in and access a gateway into that customer's address, have a look at their system, diagnose any potential faults or anything like that, as well as go there with the correct kit that we need for the correct fault that is caused at the time. And it also gives us the option of handing the site over and creating scenarios and routines for the customer, which gives them a much better accessibility and use of the system. From the first installation of the Cammy Connect device, I've not looked back at all, because it just opens up so many different options for both installer as well as customer of where we can go with this device. So it was really useful for us.
After installing a number of our Cammy Connects, we thought that we would just monitor and see how it went. It had been in one day and we noticed that we had a red flag on one of our customers, and it showed that their gate was opening and closing continuously. So we phoned our customer and asked if the gate was okay, and she said it's perfect, there's nothing wrong. But further conversation led to the fact that she couldn't actually see the gate from where she was. So we asked her if she'd mind going to look at her gate, which she did, and then she went, oh no, it is opening and closing. We were able then to send out an engineer and sort the problem for her straight away, and she was absolutely ecstatic. After having that experience with that customer, we regretted deeply that we had not fitted the Cammy Connect to all of our systems. So what we did, we've retrospectively fitted Cammy Connect now to our systems that we have in place, and actually are scraping around to try and find where we put them all.
I think a lot of people are sort of scared of change, or they think maybe it's just one other thing to go wrong on an installation, which is probably why it took us so long to initially start using the system.
It's our nature to be creatures of habit. And I think when it comes to looking at new technology, sometimes we're reluctant because of that part of us. And that was the thing, I think, initially that delayed us installing or getting on board with the Cammy Connect. But now we've done that, we have no regrets whatsoever.